Summoning, guys. I was asked a very weird question. It's a question I've been asked a lot of times. I think what is weird is who actually asked me the question. So she asks me, Guti, Pinson, what's your view on Andrew Tate? You know, so this is a lady in her, I guess, 60s, older white Afrikaans lady. And we were talking about work, and then we went to talk about work and how the space that I'm in has changed over the time, and the customers have changed and the thinking have changed. And we spoke about Trump and the tariffs, and then we ended up going again to Elon Musk, and there was a whole conversation, and then it moved as the conversation moved along. Speaking about family, I spoke about my kids. She spoke about how her kids are of a certain age, obviously. And then she asked me, what do I think about Andrew Tate? And what the guys say, if people who are like Amachi, the guys who are 25 are saying, hey, bro, what's your thoughts on Andrew Tate? Especially like think about like 2 years ago, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, where like his name was always on everybody's lips. And you're like, okay, he's this, he's that. You speak about the things that you dislike or the negatives, and you speak about where you think his strengths are. But when you're being asked about Andrew Tate by a old white lady in her late 50s, early 60s, it's different. It's very, very different, because we know how the generation above us, or our parents' generation, we know how they think. They tend to be a little bit slower off the mark. Excuse me. So again, these questions may have been raised 2-3 years ago. She's asking it now. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, how do I package this in a way that not only will she understand, but she can go back and teach her kids, who will then teach her kids' kids. So for her to go back into her community and actually educate what I believe and what I've been doing video upon video upon video upon video about where we are going wrong as a community, And if you watch this channel, if you follow, majority of the videos is how I feel like the cornerstone, which is family, which is relationships, has fallen apart. It has fallen apart. It's crazy how we continue aggressively destroying the family unit. Continue, all of us. Nam. Let me start with myself. All of us destroying the dating market, the marriage. We're destroying this whole space, and then we look and we actually get angry at the shit that we've created. We get angry at the shit that we've created. You will hear guys saying things like, oh, there's no more quality woman out there. There's no quality woman. Yet that same guy is going around sleeping with everyone. Like the same guy who's saying there's no quality woman is going out there sleeping with every woman out there, turning those women into hoes. The guys are doing that. And then they're saying there's no quality woman out there. And then the inverse is that women are going around using and abusing men, calling them this, calling them that, breaking them down, and then saying, oh, all the men that are out there are weak. It's so crazy how we as a society, we as a community, we as a gang have gone out, done this shit, and then point fingers. Like, she's asking me, and my initial thing would see what creates an Andrew Tate is, I'll always start off with like, look, a lack of a strong father. The lack of this. But even if you have a strong father at home, your father's not telling you, hey, bro, go around smashing girls. I know so many men, great guys in my opinion, but in terms of the dating market, they've slept with so many women, they've hurt women, they've done this, they've done that, and they've got amazing fathers who would never tell them that. There's that tweet where this young lady says, my mom never taught me how to make ipapa. And then the mom responds by saying, well, I also never taught you how uktanda madoda, but there you are in the streets. And it's the same thing. We will have to get to a point where we stop blaming people out there, and actually break it down and say, are our parents part of the problem? Yes, of course they are. Yes, of course they are. Is social media part of it? Yes, of course they are. But exactly what causes Andrew Tate? I even came back home and I was having this discussion, and part of my thinking, and I need your guys' guidance in the comments, part of my thinking is how we as a society have fucked up value proposition, value exchange. You know, we have made it very materialistic. Instead of I'm the man who provides and protects, you are the woman who's the nurturer and builds the home. That was the value proposition. Now it's I have money. Because again, in today's society, provision equals pure money. You know, and the person who has the most money is the best provider. Not to go see, I'm just here to look after the needs of the family. If I can just put bread on the table, if I can put clothes on people's backs, I'm a provider. No, 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 no. A provider now, depending on who you're asking, is either you need to be able to drive this type of car, you need to be able to buy me this type of phone, live in this area. Depending on who you're asking, the graph or the level of what provision is crazy. What nurturing is crazy. What protection is crazy. The value proposition has messed up the market. You have amazing guys who have left high school, now in varsity. Great guys, great guys. Young, the system has taught them to be gentlemen. The system has told them to honor their parents. The system has taught them to work hard and you'll get rewarded. And they get into the dating world. They go into the dating world and they get cheated on by their peers at a crazy rate. At a crazy rate. And their peers will go and be with this guy who's got this car. Girls will go and invest in an absolute loser. The guy who doesn't respond to your messages, that's the guy that you phone all the time. The guy who doesn't pour himself into you, that's who you pour yourself into. So now these young guys are watching this and they're saying, these girls are going after these fuckboys, these players, these guys chasing this non-entity bullshit. I'm here wanting to build something. I'm here wanting to grow. I'm here wanting to invest. I'm here, yet they are out there seeking the exact opposite. And then there's amazing women, amazing quality women who, out of the school system, they were told to go to look, you need to respect your mom and father, you need to work hard, and they get into the dating market, and for some reason, these disgusting guys use and abuse them. Sleep with her, lie through their teeth. Oh, I think you're so amazing. You know, you're different from other girls. Break them. The good girl goes onto social media. She's 21. She doesn't know anything. And she's seeing that she's not getting... Every human wants to get validated in some form. And she's seeing the guy that she likes, the guy that she has a crush on, like all these other slay queens stories, like all these other slay queens posts, like all of the... and doesn't like shit that she has posted. But I like him, she says. I like him. And if that's what he likes, then I need to become that in order to attract the guy I like. Therefore, she starts losing herself. Every time she tries to call him, he's so busy with girls that don't give a fuck about him. She's like, oh, come through to my place. I've made us a meal. He would rather spend his last bit of money, take a loan to take slay queens out that don't give a fuck about him. The value proposition in today's society is just totally upside down, inside out. We invest as in the dating market in those that don't give a fuck, and in those that actually care about us, we don't care about them. So now if you're a young man, and you've poured yourself into different relationships and you've been cheated on by those guys, by those ladies, by those situations, by that, you end up resenting the system that you're in. And you say, fuck it. Fuck it. People, oh, you need to respect women. Fuck women. If you've been cheated on, I wonder if you've been cheated on, you don't give a fuck. You say, fuck men, men are trash, men are dogs, men are this, men are the social, blah, blah, blah. If you've been cheated on, if you've been hurt by a woman, fuck woman for the streets, you're not, I'm just going to use an ejaculation hole. Because that's the thing. Society has turned value upside down. The more naked and immoral a sister is, the more naked and immoral she is, the more she gets praised by society. Think about it. The woman with you go on your Instagram right now, besides maybe sports women or but now, even today, they're also naked. It's almost impossible to find females that have over 100,000, I don't know, what's the thing called, followers on Instagram, who's not half naked, who's not showing her ass, angling her ass and her titties. It's almost impossible. It really is. Like, again, boss some few sports females, boss some very few musicians, female musicians. The majority of sisters that have over hundreds and of thousands of followers are naked. So society has praised that. Now we look at guys that have made an impact in society, and guys with the clout and the power. They're the guys with the money. They're the guys with the influence. They drive that car. They drink that bottle. So now if that's the situation, what are we teaching the young people? Guti, who is the most important people in society? It's naked chicks and niggas with money. That's what we've taught them. So when you go into if you're a young girl growing up, if I want to be of value in today's society, I need to be naked. And the guys say, I need to have money, regardless of you make the money. We look at all these corrupt politicians. We look at all these guys about Zinkabi, what that make money in the most toxic way. Doesn't matter. We praise them in society. So the young guys coming up say, fuck that. I'll be that. Regardless of what disgusting stuff I need to be, I'll be the next Diddy if it means that I'll make money. And then I'll become something in society. I'll be the next Andrew Tate so I can hit millions of followers, so I can have millions of subscribers, so I can actually influence. I'll be the next Andrew Tate. I'll go around saying, fuck women, I'll sleep with the hundreds of women every day. I'll do whatever because I know that's where the power is. We have created this society, guys. If you as a sister are saying there's no good men, understand society has done that. Maybe you have done that. Maybe you have gone and played around and hurt and ignored a lot of quality guys because they don't have that fuckboy tendency, fuckboy energy. They genuinely care. They genuinely care. And all of a sudden you're like, ugh, this guy actually WhatsApps me, morning. No, I don't like you. Ugh. The guy that you have 20 unread messages and he just keeps living his best life, that's the guy you want. Amachita, the sister that actually dresses humbly, we are poor. Therefore, you create Ozodwa Abantu. You create these half-naked girls that are twerking, showing their ass, sleeping with different men for money. You gents create them. And then guys grow up angry. Oh, I don't like Andrew Tate. I was listening to Jordan Peterson and he was talking about, and he was giving an analogy of a shepherd. A shepherd is not how some people think of this soft little boy. A shepherd has to be a very hardened individual who can protect and fight against hyenas, lions, wolves, any predator. That's the aim of a shepherd, you know. And what is the shepherd protecting? Something so gentle as a lamb. Something so vulnerable as a lamb. A shepherd needs to be strong enough to protect against wolves while delicate enough to be able to care for lambs. We don't have any shepherds anymore in today's society. We don't. Because we do see the predators out there. Predators that come in, women twerking, selling their bodies. Predators that come in, I'm a fuckboy, using our sisters' ejaculation dose. We see the predators out there. We don't have shepherds. And what is happening is that the predators are converting these lambs into predators. Zombie apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. The predators out there come here, feast, break the lambs down mentally, tear them apart physically, and then convert them into predators. Then we look at Andrew Tate and like, what a disgusting predator. You created him. You created all these guys. You created all these girls. And until you start changing and saying, hey, maybe it's not about me as Umchita getting my numbers up. Hey, I slept with that chick and that chick and that chick. Maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's about me actually trying to become that shepherd. You know, maybe I am a predator. Maybe let me just start there. Maybe I am a predator. But how can I become a shepherd and protect the few amazing men and women that I know in my space, in my community, and teach them how to look out for predators. Hey, bro, if she dresses like that, I'm not saying she is, but it's a red flag. If she starts talking like this, I'm not saying she is, but she's a red flag. If she starts sabawellering this and this and this and putting pressure on you, I'm not saying she is, but she's a red flag. Sister's doing the same thing. Hey, I'm not saying that he's that type of guy, but I know guys that speak like that, that have nose rings and drive those cars. Hey, I'm not saying he is, but he's got that red flags. Just things for you to be aware, because again, we're going to create more and more toxic relationships where there's toxic men and toxic women who are going out there to break society. Next thing, people aren't getting married. People aren't having kids. When last growing up, we used to get them every weekend. So shati camping motors, those things don't exist anymore because of just toxic spaces. And people have enough money, actually, because they've got enough money to be buying a car that you pay 20,000 Rand a month installments. People have money to be flying there, buying bottles worth 4,000 Rand. But to mistreat and celebrate a union of building, because that doesn't exist in communities anymore. Toxicity, vacations, taking her to Bali, 3 months later you guys are splitting up, you've moved on to another chick. That's what exists now. What exists is taking loan after loan after loan after loan in order to buy those shoes, to buy that money, to buy that thing, to buy that phone. That exists now. But in terms of building something genuine, nah, it's just monsters. Toxicity. But anyway, it was an interesting chat that I had with this lady. It was an interesting chat I had with my family here at home. It's something that I'm still really processing. It's something that I don't have a definitive answer, but I'm hoping, again, as I said earlier, that you guys will assist me in the comments below so I can also just get and grapple, because there's a lot of variables, but we need to just kind of zone in on the main ones, again, the role models, the media, the this, the that, and either just, okay, if we can, as a community, fix this, then I think we're moving into a better space. If we can go back to whether you are religious or going back to your traditional practices, where there's the family still a cornerstone, those type of things in my mind actually really do build us. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you disagree, then disagree. I'm cool with that in a respectful manner. Share this video far and wide. If you think Konaba's a benefiter from that, guys, please hit that subscription button. Since I feel go 2K, 20K. Siya like, notification bell, and have yourselves a blessed day. I'm out.